Hello everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to today's video. It is finally time for Best of Beauty 2024. This is a yearly beauty favorites roundup that I've been doing with my friend Dena for the last 10 years, and I thought I would just do a little intro, provide a little bit of context. We had so many technical difficulties on the day of filming this. You will notice the camera is different. My camera essentially died. It was very frustrating. December just totally kicked my butt, and unfortunately we are long distance besties. She lives in Chicago. We just weren't able to make it happen in person. I love doing this beauty roundup with Dena because she is a beauty lover, but she's not a chronically online beauty content consumer slash content creator like I am. She shops for most of her beauty products, most of her makeup. She shops in person. The things that drive our purchasing decisions are different, yet we do like a lot of the same things, but we have, there are plenty of similarities and differences, and it makes for a more interesting video. And every year we focus on products that we have discovered during that year. Sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and listen to us talk about our favorite beauty discoveries of 2024. I am here with Dena for our annual Best of Beauty 2024. We made it happen.
At least we have this, so.
Exactly, and it's just so much more practical than lugging all our stuff around. Unfortunately, we live 4 or 5 hours away from each other.
We don't have a bullet train yet, so we're just doing the best we can with what we've got.
You know what? We're gonna have to just we have to keep our fingers crossed for high-speed rail in this country one day. That would change our lives for sure. Can you imagine?
I would literally have another house in Michigan. It would just I could just go back and forth. It would be amazing.
How would you describe your 2024 beauty habits?
Definitely less purchases. I've still purchased, I think, a lot of lipsticks. I'm still within my one drawer operating system, which is great. I don't exceed beyond that, but definitely I've slowed down a lot. Still trying to apply the one in, one out. I know last year I spoke about the Tower 28, the tinted moisturizer, and that finished, so I did purchase another one of those. But what about you?
Same. I definitely bought a lot less stuff this year, but the stuff that I did buy has been really, really good. It's been a good year for discovering new products that I love because almost every single product in my lineup is a product that launched in 2024.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think I have that. But you're in the pulse more than I am.
Well, that's why we do these together, because it's a yin and yang.
I definitely have two modes: zero makeup, I'm in comfortable clothes, or I'm full makeup, dressed up going somewhere. And rarely
you do glam really, really well. Like you do evening glam so well. I think I'm more in the middle.
I think for me, if I'm going out, eye makeup is the key for me. I think because today I have what I consider, if I was to pair this with a darker lip, that would be more evening. For some reason, Middle Eastern features look really good in the old smoky eye, thing. And it really does. I think that if I don't really wear it, I don't necessarily feel really done up. And I'm sticking to 1 to 2 shadows. I'm not going crazy. Brown or, a gray. I feel very 90s. I love my gray shadows. But yeah, just kind of sticking to those.
Do you have any skincare to start with?
Yes, I do. I have 2 skincare items. The first one, when I was doing research, I realized that you talked about this maybe in last year's video, but it's the Skin 1004, the Madagascar Centella, the sunscreen. I picked this up. There's many Korean beauty stores around Chicago. I picked this up because I needed a new sunscreen. I like this one a lot. There is no scent. It goes on really nicely over my moisturizer. It doesn't have any issues with my makeup. It feels like another skincare step because you don't have the smell of sunscreen, which I can't stand. It's awful. It's just a really nice product. The price point, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was pretty good. It wasn't too bad.
It's just so cosmetically elegant. It's so nice. It just feels like a nice, refreshing, lightweight lotion.
My favorite, I used to use the Biore sunscreen a lot too. This has beat that out. And then I also have SkinSmart Antimicrobial Facial Cleanser, and it has, I forgot what it's kind of like, it smells like bleach, but it's not. It's just kind of like an antimicrobial microbial spray that you can spray on your face. I like to do it sometimes after I wash my face, sometimes setting my brushes, cream products, because sometimes I have sensitive skin and I itch a lot, so it really calms my skin down. I don't use this every day. I just use it as needed.
It's hypochlorous acid, right?
Yes, yeah. I really like it a lot. What about you for skincare?
Okay, for me, I also have 2 skincare products. The first is the Prequel Skin Utility Gel. Prequel is a pretty new brand, and have you tried anything from them?
No, no.
Highly, highly recommend. It's a dermatologist-owned brand. You can find it at Target. The price points are really approachable. It's like a chic, modern version of CeraVe. And this product in particular, the Skin Utility Gel Multi-Purpose Skin Protectant, is amazing. I've just been using this as a moisturizer. It is a very simple, bare bones gel. And it's amazing if you have combination oily skin. It's extremely lightweight, very silky. It's 20% glycerin, and the second I put it on my skin, it just feels soothed and hydrated. In the winter time, I use it almost like a middle layer, and I will do a heavier moisturizer on top. In the summertime, I can just get away with this being the only moisturizer that I need. It's not greasy, it's fragrance free. And the other skincare product that I really, really fell in love with this year is the Sofie Pavitt Mandelic Clearing Serum. If you have acne prone skin, Mandelic acid is amazing. It is super, super gentle and effective. It has anti-inflammatory properties, never irritates my skin. I usually alternate this in the evening with tretinoin, so I don't use it on the same night that I use tretinoin. I use this one night and then I do my tretinoin the other night, and my skin has responded beautifully to it. Mandelic acid was actually recommended to me by an esthetician. I started getting more regular facials. You know, she took a look at the skincare, my skincare routine and the skincare that I was using, and she said, you know what, I think your skin would really benefit from a more intense Mandelic acid application, because I was using a Mandelic acid mask that I love from Jordan Samuel Skin. I was using that a couple times a week, but that one wasn't as strong. This is 8% Mandelic acid, so it's a bit stronger. They just started carrying this at Sephora. I used to just order it directly from their website, but as of December 26th, you can now get Sofie Pavitt at Sephora, which is great. It's a really, really good brand, especially for acne prone skin.
First one is an old, well, they reissued it. MAC reissued Face and Body, but it's called Studio Radiance Face and Body. I still get it in C1.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's still lightweight, but it's thicker than before. I feel like there's more pigment to it. I'm wearing it today just with like a translucent powder on top. I really like it. It takes me back, and I really miss the times when I was working at MAC and I would wear it. It is light to maybe medium coverage, but I'm not looking for more than that. So this works for me. I like that you can also mix this with other foundations if you kind of want to change the consistency of maybe something else you have. I know we're always producing new things and there's always new makeup, but sometimes to have something vintage is nice, or like old school.
There is a comfort in the familiar, and it's so nice. It's such a good feeling, I think, when you go back to an old product, whether it's an old product that has just been sitting in the back of your drawer for a long time, or if you just remember about something that you used to wear, I don't know, 10 years ago, and then you go to the store and you buy it because they still make it, and you put it on and you realize that, oh my God, this is just as good as I remember. That's such a good feeling. And you know what? I think MAC is going to have a big comeback in 2025.
Oh,
that's my
100%.
feeling. Did you see that they're bringing back all their old school nude lipsticks
And
in updated formulas? But
they have a new lip liner called Half Spice or something.
Cool Spice. I just saw the video for it.
Yes, it's so pretty.
Did you try it?
I'm waiting. But yes, I'm gonna get it.
You know what? Lip liner, well, you'll go through lip liners
So
quickly,
fast.
so I'm sure you'll you'll buy it and you'll keep us updated. But yeah, it looks like it's such a good, the perfect lip liner color, because I feel like for so long, everything had turned warm.
Everything was orange.
For complexion, for me, I have 2 new products that launched this year that blew me away. They blew me away so much that I ended up buying them in multiple shades. So the first is the Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint. This is a phenomenal product. You shake it up, it's super liquidy. The texture is really interesting. It almost feels like a dry oil when you're putting it on the skin. It's very silky, but it's not oily. It sets down to a satin finish, but it's so sheer and moldable that you can, if you do a really dewy skin prep underneath and then you apply this on top, it will let that dew shine through. So for me personally, I don't like a dewy finish all over my face. I like a satin finish. The wear time is amazing. I can wear this in the summer. I can wear this in the winter. It doesn't accentuate dry patches for me. And it's very undetectable, which is what I love. I have it in the shade T6, which is a beautiful neutral shade. I also have the shade T5, which is an olive, has an olive undertone. That one's really great as well. And I recently did a Lisa Eldridge brand overview of all the products that I've tried from the brand. So if any of you are interested in that, I will have the link to that below. But this is, this is one of my favorite complexion products. The other foundation that I discovered this year is the Dior foundation stick. This is amazing. Honestly, it's so strongly fragranced, which is probably a con for many because we really don't want fragrance in our foundations, but it's one of those scents that takes me back because it's just that old school Dior foundation scent, which I personally really like. This foundation stick is the best foundation stick that I have ever tried. It also had a little viral moment online, and I've used this a lot and I still have more than half of it. I have the shade 2N, which is a perfect color match for me. And then I also got the shade 1.5N, which is just a little bit brighter for when I want a bit more brightening along the T-zone. It's so smoothing and natural looking on the skin. I like to just dry it on my skin and then I blend it out with a brush or with a damp sponge. I would say it has like a medium coverage. You can build it up, but when you're building it up, like with any foundation stick, it can look a bit cakey if you're putting too much on. I think the magic of this foundation stick is just shearing it out, and then it really just gives you that soft focus, blurred look. And the only skin type that I probably wouldn't recommend this for would be dry.
I have a Dior product next too. I've been looking for kind of like a neutral blush. I found this Dior blush in the color 100 Nude Look Matte. And it's very,
ooh, that looks really good.
I'm wearing it today. It is really nice. I'm wearing it on. Kind of looks a bit, see, that's the thing too. Sometimes like I think I pull warmer on my cheeks. So it's just nice to have something like this. It looks completely different. I love that it's matte. There's no shimmer at all. Because again, I don't like to have a lot of shimmer on the apples of my cheeks. I don't mind in certain targeted areas. And also Dior doesn't have many matte, blushes. I think everything's a bit more luminous right now, so I'm really happy to have this. I hope they don't discontinue it because they discontinued my favorite eye palette. So, and that's all matte as well.
They discontinue stuff a
It's annoying
lot.
because sometimes I love shimmer, but sometimes I just want a matte. And this is a nice neutral.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got it this year and I've done pretty good with it so far.
I haven't seen that. You know what? I saw they have a duo, and I was contemplating buying it at one point because again, I was looking for like a nice nothing kind of blush color. And the one reservation that I had is that blush color, that blush came in a duo and it was like a highlighter, a powder highlighter on one side and then the blush color on the other side. And I just know myself, I would never use the highlighter and I just felt wasteful. I have this bronzer. This is a liquid bronzer from Makeup by Mario, the Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. This is phenomenal. I have this in the shade light medium, and honestly, I love this so much. I'm going to buy another color. I want to get the light color next because the light color is more neutral. The light medium color is quite warm. You can pump it out or you can use a doe foot.
Interesting. I wonder.
It's got like a little.
Interesting.
It's really sheer, as you can see. and it has a soft glowy finish, but it sets, because I also really love the cream version that they came out with, I think 2 years ago. This is another favorite of mine. I also have this in the shade light medium, but this is very, very balmy, and the dewy finish of this it's almost like a dry oil kind of feeling, and the dew of this just stays a bit more tacky on the skin as opposed to this, which actually sets. So I actually prefer the texture of this to this. Not that I don't love this, I absolutely love this as well, but I like this just a little bit more, especially for my skin type, because it sets. It's so easy and effortless. You can mix it in with foundation if you want. If you want to add a little bit of warmth, you can just use the pump. You can use this just all over the face as like a little bronzing primer. I mainly just use it as a bronzer. I mainly use the doe foot applicator. I just kind of dot it wherever I want a little bit of sunshine, and then I blend it out. I like to blend it out with this BK Beauty angled cheek brush. This launched at the beginning of the year, I think. I have 2 blushes here. Both of them came out this year. One of them is kind of my cold weather favorite, and the other one is my warm weather favorite. My cold weather favorite is the CL blush in the shade January, and it's just a really pretty cool toned pink. This is the blush that I'm wearing today, but I'm wearing it with the Makeup by Mario bronzer, which gives it a bit of warmth, and I just loved wearing this all year. I love the CL blush formula. It's a beautiful liquid blush. It also has SPF 50 in it, which is great. You know, it's nice to have a little extra SPF on our cheeks where the sun tends to hit us first. The Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint. I have this in the shade 50.5, which is a really gorgeous peachy coral. This was my go-to summer blush. Absolutely love it. It's a beautiful summer blush color. I don't even know can't tell if it's showing up on camera or not, but it's just a beautiful peachy coral. I love peachy corals in the summertime. Eye product.
I have one eye product. Okay. I got that this year. It's a Chanel eyeliner. It's the Precision Eye Definer in number 69 degrees Cilliant. Of course, I'm pronouncing that wrong, but oh, that's the brush side. But it's just like a nice shimmery gray color. And I have it on today with some gray shadow I got from Chantecaille. I like it because it does define my lids without being super harsh and black. You can go in and smudge it really quick. Also, it sets very nicely. And because it has shimmer, it just gives the top lid a bit of sparkle. I love black liner, but I feel that sometimes black liner, especially as my eyes are changing as I age, it's not giving me the effect that I want. So I really enjoy browns and grays and sometimes a soft black, but mostly I've been pulling for gray and brown liner.
I have one eyeshadow. It's a liquid eyeshadow from Lisa Eldridge, the Liquid Silk eyeshadow. I have 3 shades, but my favorite shade is Irene. That's the eyeshadow that I'm wearing today. It's just it's a beautiful everyday nothing kind of color. It's a really beautiful primer as well. It's just barely there. It's perfectly neutral. And I also bought a warmer and a more cool toned option, but Irene is by far my most worn because I can wear this by itself. I call it like a My Eyelids But Better color because it just kind of cancels out any veins or anything on my eyelids. It smooths everything out, and I can wear it by itself, or I can layer different eyeshadows on top of it. The longevity is amazing. I get very minimal creasing with it. It's a beautiful soft matte, easy to blend formula, and it also blurs. It has this really beautiful blurring capability. It kind of just smooths the texture of my eyelid.
I like more eyeshadow sticks if I'm in a rush, and I like that smudged in grungy rock and roll look. Like, I think that's kind of cool.
That looks so good on you though. That looks that really suits it. It suits you. It suits you. You have always just rocked a smoky eye, and it looks really good on you. Like your eyes can take the eyeliner. Your eyes can handle those really beautiful
so
liners.
Interesting because even sometimes it's like, in really understanding, I can't stress this enough, and I've had to learn because my face shape, I don't connect anything dark on the outside because it brings my eyes down. I feel like I'm this old showgirl who's like doing these old like tricks, you know. For me, my eyes complete if I have a little bit of shadow underneath to mimic, you know, a natural shadow that we all have. But all I do is I just put it in the middle and then that's it. And so I found that when I learned how to do that, it's really stepped up my makeup game in terms of not bringing anything out. And, you know, just these little tricks and stuff that you learn about your face as you're doing makeup over time. And you're always learning because you're always changing physically. So it is fun, but I love like a quick, you know, stick and then I'm out of here.
The only other eye product that I have eye related is an eyebrow pen. It's a pencil, the Boy Brow Arch Pencil from Glossier in the shade Cool Brown. This is my current favorite eyebrow pencil, and no notes. It's absolutely perfect. The color is perfect. It's really, really user-friendly, which is what I want. The tip is really interesting. You can do a very, very thin line with it, or you can just rotate it and get more surface area out of it. It's perfect. Next.
So I found this year. I was looking for kind of like a stain that isn't really a stain. And then Refi has these lip blushes and I got it in Canyon. I don't know if it's mine, but this smells so bad. Maybe I shouldn't be using it.
Has it always smelled bad?
Ever since I opened the package. Out of the box.
Interesting.
So I'm going to go to Sephora and ask them.
Or maybe if anybody's watching and has it, let us know.
me.
What does it smell like in the comments?
So it's really nice and sheer. And I have it on today with like
pretty.
mahogany lip liner from MAC. Again, it's nice for the daytime. It's also nice if I do have heavier makeup on my eyelids and I don't want to go, like I want a color, but I don't want it to be completely pigmented on my lips. Sometimes I like to balance things out. It depends. This does change based on the liner you wear with it. I wear mahogany, which is closer to this color, so my lips are a bit more pronounced. You can, this is another favorite I'll talk about in a minute, but you can wear a darker one, you can wear one, you know, whatever, mix it up. It's also nice if you're wearing a deeper lipstick and you're kind of starting to wear thin, you know, it's starting to kind of, you know, you're losing your lipstick, it's fading. So you can just kind of put this on top too, and it's no big deal. You still look kind of put together without looking done up. I think that's a nice word for it. And the other one is another MAC product. I'm really back to MAC this year. Lip pencil in Root for me. It's like Night Moth, but Night Moth is a bit more, I feel, purpley. And this is just kind of browny red with a touch of purple. It's really beautiful. I'm really happy. I ran around, I haven't been like this in a long time with a launch. I ran around to like the MAC store and then Nordstrom. They didn't have it in store. And I was like, whatever, if you can get it, just order it. Even though I could have waited a few months. Like, you know, do I need,
that feels so nice though. I love getting like just that feeling of getting excited about a makeup product, especially if you're somebody that has loved beauty for so long. It's just such a fun feeling. It's so fun.
Kevin Aquan, I still have his original, like from probably 10 years ago. I still have a lip pencil that I'm refusing to give up because I think they changed the colors. But I like pencils for lip pencil.
You like a wood pencil?
I love a wood pencil. I feel like personally the application is a lot better. It's a lot smoother. I like the formula a lot better. Sometimes I feel the other formulas are too waxy and you cannot blend them out as well as you can with a wooden pencil. So this is just my personal preference. I will always, and not every wooden pencil is the same, but that's, you know. So yeah, I'm very happy with these.
I have a lip balm that I discovered this year. This is the Edam Le Chouchou Lip Softening Balm. They have this in a bunch of different shades. I just have the clear one. Best lip balm I've ever used. It is so good. It's very, very thick. It's very cushiony. It actually stays. It has lasting power. It's just something that lives in my handbag. I absolutely love it. It has a nice cooling metallic applicator. It feels great when you put it on. So this is my favorite daytime lip balm. I do have something that's a bit more heavy duty for overnight, like a just occlusive ointment style. But in terms of an everyday lip balm that I just reapply throughout the day, this is amazing. Lisa Eldridge, the Rouge Experience lipsticks, absolutely phenomenal. The best lipsticks in her range, in my opinion. They're perfect. It's the perfect satin lipstick For me, at least, it's the perfect level of pigmentation. I have it in the shade, I have 2 shades, but my favorite is the shade Lisa. This is the shade that I'm wearing today. It's just the perfect neutral pink. The bullet is shaped really nicely. It's a slimmer bullet, so you can really outline your lips with it. Ever since I bought this, I've been using this this or the other color that I got, I've been using them almost every single day. Or I do a lip gloss on top. This is an honorable mention because this product did not launch this year. This is an old product, but I only got to try it this year, and it's become my new favorite lip gloss, and it's the Tower 28 lip gloss in the shade Pistachio. The perfect nude pink. Like, this is exactly the color that I want my lips to look like on an everyday basis. The formula is really nice. It's a little bit, it's like a thinner, slippery, almost oily kind of feeling. It's not the most long-wearing lip gloss. This is something that, you know, you have to reapply multiple times throughout the day, but it feels super, super nourishing. Nice high shine, and just the color is perfect. As you can see, I mean, I've used a lot of it. And then for a bold lip option, the Byredo liquid lipstick, the matte liquid lipstick in the shade Fire Grace, the best matte liquid lipstick formula I've ever tried. It is so comfortable, and this is an amazing red. It's a cooler toned red. They also have an orangey, like a warmer red in the lineup, but this is just so striking. If I had to just pick 2 red lipsticks, this would be my fall winter red, and then I would pick Lisa Eldridge Strawberry Shock for my spring summer red, because that one's like super pinky, bright, and it's like fun. Pinky. Yeah. And this is the dramatic striking red. So comfortable. Even if I have dry, crusty lips, I can put this on and my lips feel amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dry, crusty lip approved. It's not like it will transfer. Like,
that's
it's not
okay.
a transfer proof
Yeah.
color, but it's almost like a whipped mousse texture. Okay. It's so comfortable. The second I put this on, this came out at the beginning of the year. I think I bought this in January or February, and it still remained one of the best lip products that I bought all year. One of the best lip products that I own. Honestly, I love it so much.
I can start with like one product that I have is the Nizoral shampoo. It comes in a blue bottle, and I use it as my first cleanse along with a scrubbing scalp brush. I try to minimize the use of dry shampoos, and I found that my scalp health is so much better. I have a very oily scalp, so I feel that every time I wash my hair, I have to use a double cleanse method. And the first cleanse is always with Nizoral. I don't let it sit. They always say, like, let it sit a little bit, and your hair always forget, because I'm always in a rush. So I use it, I work it in, I use my scrubber, and then I move on to my shampoo. I've been using it all this year. I've noticed also the buildup on my brushes. I don't have nearly as much buildup on my hair brushes as I used to when I was washing my hair less and using dry shampoo. I was washing my hair less, because that's what they said to do if you want healthy hair. But I have really oily hair. So I really think for oily scalped people, double cleanse for your hair is very, very good. And then the second thing is Shea Umira Ashita Supreme Intense Revitalization Mask that I use in shower. I'm empty. I'm not going to buy another one just yet because I have this like natural brand hair conditioning bar that I use, and I want to use that up before I buy something else. I read the reviews, liked it, and then I purchased it, and I really do enjoy the way my hair feels with it. The EOS 24-hour moisture body lotion in Fresh and Cozy. I do like the scent a lot. It does sit on your skin for a minute. It takes a minute to, like, if you're wearing it on your hands, it does take a minute to absorb, but I like it. It smells like, I like to layer this with fragrances. This is not gourmand, but there is something really comfortable and warm about it. I like finding things at the drugstore. It's nice to rotate. I have a nail polish by C&D, Vinylux. It's called Negligee. It's number 132. It is the prettiest, softest pink ever. It's such a good neutral, and it gives you just like a hint of a shimmer. I bought this for myself, and I just like to do my own manicures at home, and you know, it's really, really pretty.
Is it a regular nail polish?
Yes, it comes in regular and it comes in gel. So it's nice to have options. So yeah, that's that. And then I know you have fragrance, and then I'll just do the fragrance.
Yes, my last favorite is a fragrance. I actually got a lot of new fragrances this year, both stuff that I purchased myself, also stuff that I received from brands, and I also have a lot of fragrances that I share with my husband, so we have a communal fragrance collection, so I don't feel that bad about my fragrance hoarding because he is also really into fragrance. But the one fragrance that I bought this year, that came out this year, that just as soon as I smelled it, it just smelled like me. And it's just the type of fragrance that I can wear every single day, year round. It's Glossier You Do. It is so beautiful. It's everything I like in an everyday fragrance. It's a soft skin scent. There's frankincense, myrrh, violet, and ambroxan. Like with any fragrance, unless you are very, very confident about your taste, and if you know your notes and you know exactly what you like and what they smell like on you, I would recommend getting a sample or smelling it in the store. You can find this at Sephora now. It just smells like, it smells like me. It smells like the way I want to smell like every single day. Ambroxan on me smells really fresh and clean. So to me, this is very much like a fresh, clean, bougie, soft laundry with like a hint of woodsiness and a hint of sweetness from the violet. I just absolutely love it. It's not the most long-wearing scent. It's not going to project a lot either. Like I said, this is more of a cozy skin scent. Oh, I love this so much. I can't get enough of it. The price point is reasonable. It's Glossier. It's not Amouage or whatever. It's not Tom Ford. It's like a signature scent material for me. I have a lot of fragrances that I like, but I have to be in the mood for them. I have to be in the mood, or I can only wear them certain times of day or certain times of the year, but this is just something I can always just put on, and it just smells like me. It's what I want to smell like all the time.
I can't remember what I did last week, but I remember my friend's fragrances. So there's my brain. I remember last favorites video I did with you, Sandra. I talked about the House of Oud and their fragrances, and one of them I liked in particular was called Never Ending, and I got it, and it's a really, really cute bottle. It's listed as unisex, which is kind of nice. I feel like a lot of oud fragrances are more unisex, and then depending on how it sits on your body, it determines whether you want to wear it or not. This is an amber floral, and the amber is there. It's slightly sweet, but again, just kind of like this, it's more of like a warm and cozy feeling. It doesn't really smell too gourmand. It's not too amber. There's something in the ingredients list that really kind of pulls it together and just sits really well with me. I don't think the reach is there. I think I have to move to smell it, or if you have to get close to me. I'm used to wearing fragrances that really project. This doesn't, which is okay. I was just walking in the fragrance aisle and I saw the Cartier Oud and Santal. And when I smelled it, immediately powdery. It was just like it was speaking to me. The Santal was just powering through. It's another unisex fragrance, and they have more, I think this is their oud range where they have different oud versions, but I can't be sure, don't quote me on it. And very limited ingredients. So literally the ingredients are sandalwood, oud, and plum. I don't know, I'm having fun with it. It's funny, I haven't done like a major blind purchase on fragrances in a long time, like a full size. But
we can get samples now from so many great there's so many great resources for samples. It's easier to, and a lot of the times when you're just sampling something, you just kind of scratch the itch, you try something new, and then you get over it.
I can't tell you how many times it's happened. It's been really nice to kind of have the samples thing too.
I'm excited. I feel like we really honed in on a lot of good stuff this year.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting. Two very different piles, which is nice.
Yes, we've reached the end. Thank you so much to Dena for doing this with me and for not being sick of me.
No, I do it. I just like being with you. So we're gonna be like this in our retirement home in wheelchairs, just showing the other retirees what we have.
We're still gonna love moisturizer. We're still gonna love fragrance. We're still gonna be wearing lipstick. So we wish you all a very happy new year. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you soon for a new video. Bye.
Bye.